Okay, so I just got in and I came across this interview. I'm not going to show it. I want y'all to listen. And I'm going to let y'all know that I stand with Snoop when he said that Gayle King, you're a funky bitch. Snoop, you need to renege your funky bitch and put it back on the table. Listen to this. So, Tisha Campbell, it's a Martin 30-year anniversary coming up. So, Tisha Campbell's on Good Morning America getting interviewed. I want y'all to listen to Gayle King. Listen to this heifer. Listen to this funky bitch.
To see you guys together too, because you could tell there's love there. You know, when the show ended, there was tension between you and Martin. You had filed a lawsuit against him, and he said it wasn't true. How were you able to get back on track with him? Because clearly you guys have
we already knew
worked
that.
it out.
We worked really hard to reconnect, to forgive, and it's really, this reunion is about a celebration of everything that we did, everything that we accomplished, and our growth as human beings.
So at this point, Tisha's being positive.
So we concentrated mostly on
Listen
that.
to this bitch.
But I look at your life though, and your career, teacher, because you have been through it. You have. You've been through it. You had a high publicized divorce.
Yes.
You had, your career didn't go the way you wanted it to, and now you're sitting here resplendent in orange. What did you learn about yourself, and how are you feeling these days? Because you look like a gazillion bucks.
I am the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Pause. Sorry, Tish. Pause. Let me just give you a recap of what just happened and what this woman just said to this woman. So first you bring up her divorce. First you bring up the Martin thing. We knew about that. You didn't really have to bring that up, but I get it. You know, for those that don't know, she sued Martin back at the end of the season 5. And now they squashed it. So it's old. It's bullshit. She didn't have to bring it up, but I get it. You did it. Okay. We'll take that off the table. But then she brings up her divorce. Being messy. You didn't have to do that. It's about Martin. It's about the show. It's about the cast. It's about the reunion, all that. It's not about, and I know you're interviewing Tisha, but it was still uncalled for. Then, strike number 2, because that was strike 1. Strike number 2 is that she says to her, I know that your career didn't go the way you wanted. How do you know? How do you know? First of all, she's wrong. She's wrong. And she's wrong. She's wrong 2 times. First of all, she's wrong because she's wrong. Okay? Out of all the black actresses that came out in the 90s, you have to definitely give it to Tisha that she's one of the consistent, hard-working women that has worked from that time period to now. Even if Little House Shop of Horrors, I'm going to give that for example. That's the first movie she did. I think that came out in the late 80s. So let's use that for example. Little Shop of Horrors, House Party, Martin, My Wife and Kids, Cameo on Everybody Hates Chris, Real Husbands of House, whatever the shit, that Kevin Hart silly ass show. She was on that. She's hosting the Soul Train Awards. She's on these white shows that I don't even watch. If you Google her resume, every decade she has worked since she started. She's never ever been without a job. Never. So as a journalist, Gayle King, of her, as many years as she's been in her career, as a journalist, I guess she just stopped doing her homework. Because she's obviously just wrong. Period. Because the woman has consistently worked. So Tisha's career is definitely one for the books. Okay? So she was wrong on that. Then she says, you look respondent. You're sitting here looking respondent in orange. Do you know what respondent in orange means? More than let's just go with the word respondent. Not per se in orange, because that was another cut in another read. But she said you look respondent. Maybe I need to ask some of my Fed niggas. Some of the niggas that's in the Feds, maybe they know what that means. Because respondent means a defendant in a lawsuit. That's what it means. It means a defendant in a lawsuit for either an appeal or a divorce case. Look it up. Look it up. She sat there and read that woman right in her fucking face. and didn't even know it. She chopped that girl head off, and Tisha didn't have no clue. No clue. Then she gives her a compliment. After she's insulted her. You like a gazillion bucks. Bitch. Baby, when I tell you the composure that Tisha had, even just from the other stuff, even if she don't responded mean, the other shit was disrespectful. But Gayle King, I'm not surprised. You're not going to apologize to her. Even if you look back and see, you're not going to respond because you don't think nothing's wrong with you. You think it's journalism. But it was some tacky journalism because you really didn't do your job, because you lied about her career. Then you was being petty. And I mean, I'm looking at this bitch and I'm like, is she auditioning for a peach on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Like, this is something that, like, that's the type of shade it was. It was like, you know, if you're not a smart bitch, or you ain't a wordsmith, or you're not intelligent, you ain't gonna Google the word, you ain't gonna even know what the fuck that's been said to you. My goodness. So I'm putting it back on the table. Snoop, I'm reneging, and I'm putting that back on the table. She is a funky bitch. And I want y'all to see. Let me just show y'all what Tisha had on. Let me show y'all. Because this is what she had. Now, I ain't got nothing to say. But she said, this woman, look, responded. You're sitting here, responded in orange. She told that girl she like a goddamn defendant in a lawsuit. She told that woman she like a goddamn defendant in a lawsuit, particularly in a divorce. That's the exact meaning of what that means. That bitch is ruthless. Gayle King, you should be ashamed of yourself. And as old as you are, and to make the mistake of not knowing about that woman's career, and you supposed to be a journalist. And I mean, high-paid journalist that's still, I guess once you get a certain age, you just stop doing your job. I just guess that's what you stop doing. Girl, you should be ashamed of yourself.